Claimed by the devil. A dark Korean BL romance. The encounter. Kim Minho was used to being underestimated. At 22, he had the face of an angel, soft features, big doe eyes, full lips that curved naturally into a pout. People called him cute, adorable, baby-faced. They assumed he was innocent, naive, easy to manipulate. They were usually right. Minho was a college senior at Seoul National University, majoring in art. He spent his days painting, his nights studying in the library, and his weekends volunteering at the local animal shelter. He'd never been in a fight, never broken a rule, never even gotten drunk. He was, by all accounts, the perfect good boy. Which made it all the more shocking when he accidentally walked into a Mafia execution. It was past midnight. Minho had stayed late at his studio, working on his senior thesis painting. He was cutting through an alley on his way home, a shortcut he'd taken 100 times, when he heard voices. Angry voices. Speaking in Korean, but with an edge of violence that made him freeze. Please, someone begged. I'll get you the money. Just give me more time. Time's up. The second voice was deep, cold, absolutely devoid of mercy. Then a gunshot. The sound echoed off the alley walls, and Minho's blood ran cold. He should have run. Should have turned around and pretended he'd never been there. Instead, his paint supplies slipped from his numb fingers, clattering loudly on the pavement. The alley went silent. Then footsteps. Coming toward him. Minho's heart hammered as a figure emerged from the shadows. The man was tall, easily 6 feet, with sharp, aristocratic Korean features. His black hair was styled back, revealing a face that belonged on magazine covers. High cheekbones, intense dark eyes, full lips that were currently curved in something that wasn't quite a smile. He wore an expensive black suit splattered with blood. Well, the man said in Korean, his voice like silk over steel. This is unfortunate. Minho couldn't speak, couldn't move, could only stare at this beautiful, terrifying stranger. What's your name, pretty boy? The man asked, stepping closer. Minho. Kim Minho. Minho. The way he said it, low and possessive, sent shivers down Minho's spine. I'm Kang Jiwon. And you just witnessed something you shouldn't have. I didn't see anything, Minho said quickly. I'll forget this happened. I promise. Will you? Jiwon moved closer, backing Minho against the alley wall. Up close, he was even more devastating. You're shaking. Your pupils are dilated. You're terrified. His hand came up, cupping Minho's face with surprising gentleness. But there's something else too, isn't there? Something you don't want to admit. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't you? Jiwon's thumb brushed across Minho's lower lip. You're scared, yes. But you're also interested. I can see it in your eyes. Minho's breath hitched. He should be running, screaming, calling the police. But something about Jiwon's touch, his voice, the dangerous energy radiating from him, it did things to Minho's body he didn't understand. I should kill you, Jiwon said casually. It's what I do to witnesses. Then why haven't you? Because you're the most beautiful thing I've seen in years. Jiwon leaned in, his lips nearly brushing Minho's ear. And I want to know what you'd look like in my bed, underneath me, crying my name. Heat flooded through Minho's body. This was insane. This man had just killed someone and was now propositioning him in an alley. And God help him, Minho was responding to it. Come with me, Jiwon said. It wasn't a request. Where? To my home. I want to keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't do anything stupid like go to the police. And if I refuse? Jiwon's smile was dark. Then I kill you right here. Quick and painless. Your choice, pretty Minho. Minho swallowed hard. That's not much of a choice. It's the only one you have. Jiwon stepped back, offering his hand. Come. I promise I won't hurt you. At least, not in any way you won't enjoy. Against every instinct for self-preservation, Minho took his hand. The penthouse. Jiwon's penthouse was a study in luxury and danger. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking Seoul, expensive art on the walls, and guards stationed at every entrance. Sit, Jiwon commanded, gesturing to a leather couch. Minho sat, his heart still racing. Jiwon removed his bloodstained jacket, revealing a holster with a gun underneath. He poured 2 glasses of whiskey and handed one to Minho. I don't drink, Minho said. You do now. Jiwon sat beside him, too close, their thighs touching. Drink. It'll calm your nerves. Minho sipped the whiskey and coughed. It burned going down, but warmth spread through his chest. Better? Jiwon asked. Not really. You just killed someone and kidnapped me. Kidnapped is such a harsh word. I prefer protective custody. Jiwon's hand landed on Minho's thigh. Tell me about yourself. Why? Because I want to know everything about the pretty boy who stumbled into my world. So Minho talked about college, his art, his quiet life. Jiwon listened with an intensity that was unnerving, his dark eyes never leaving Minho's face. A virgin, I assume? Jiwon asked bluntly. Minho's cheeks flamed. That's none of your business. I'll take that as a yes. Jiwon's hand moved higher on his thigh. Have you ever been with anyone? Man or woman? No. I've never. Never what? Never kissed anyone. Never been touched. I've been kissed, Minho said defensively. Once. At a party. Did you like it? It was okay. Just okay. Jiwon moved closer, his voice dropping to a dangerous purr. That means they didn't know what they were doing. Let me show you what a real kiss feels like. Before Minho could protest, Jiwon's hand fisted in his hair, tilting his head back. Then Jiwon's mouth was on his, and Minho's entire world exploded. This was nothing like that awkward party kiss. This was claiming, consuming, devastating. Jiwon kissed like he did everything else, with complete dominance and control. His tongue swept into Minho's mouth, tasting him, owning him. Minho moaned, he couldn't help it. His hands came up to grip Jiwon's shirt, whether to push him away or pull him closer, he wasn't sure. When Jiwon finally pulled back, Minho was breathless and aching. That, Jiwon said, his voice rough, is how you should be kissed. I should go, Minho whispered. You're not going anywhere. Not tonight. Jiwon stood, pulling Minho to his feet. You'll sleep here. In my room. In my bed. What? Relax, pretty boy. I won't touch you unless you ask me to. His smile was wicked. But I think you'll be asking by morning. The night. Jiwon's bedroom was massive, a king bed, dark colors, more windows overlooking the city. Minho stood awkwardly by the door while Jiwon changed into sleep pants, his torso bare. Minho tried not to stare at the lean muscle, the tattoos wrapping around Jiwon's ribs and arms, the scars that spoke of violence. Stop hovering. Get in the bed, Jiwon said. I can sleep on the couch. Bed. Now. Minho climbed into the bed fully clothed. Jiwon slid in beside him, immediately pulling Minho against his chest. What are you doing? Minho squeaked. Holding you. Go to sleep. I can't sleep like this. Why not? Because you're too close. And you're not wearing a shirt. And I can feel, Minho cut himself off, his face burning. Feel what? My body responding to having a beautiful boy in my bed. Jiwon's hand slid under Minho's shirt. Warm against his skin. I'm hard for you, Minho. Have been since I saw you in that alley. Want to feel. No. Liar. But Jiwon's hand stayed where it was, just resting on Minho's stomach. Sleep. We'll talk in the morning. But Minho couldn't sleep. He was hyper-aware of every point where their bodies touched, every breath Jiwon took, the way Jiwon's hand occasionally moved, stroking his skin with maddening softness. I can hear you thinking, Jiwon murmured. I can't stop. What are you thinking about? How insane this is. How I should be terrified. How I should have run the moment I saw you. Why didn't you? I don't know. Minho turned in Jiwon's arms to face him. Maybe I'm tired of being the good boy. The innocent one. Maybe I want something dangerous for once. Jiwon's eyes darkened. Be careful what you wish for, pretty Minho. I'm not gentle. I don't do sweet and romantic. If I have you, I'll consume you completely. Maybe that's what I want. You don't know what you're saying. Then show me. Minho gathered his courage. Kiss me again. Touch me. Show me what I've been missing. Jiwon stared at him for a long moment. Then he flipped Minho onto his back, hovering over him. Last chance to say no, Jiwon said. I don't want to say no. Then welcome to hell, pretty boy. The claiming. Jiwon kissed him again, harder this time, more demanding. His hands roamed Minho's body, removing his shirt, exploring the soft skin beneath. You're so beautiful, Jiwon growled against his lips. So perfect and innocent. I'm going to ruin you. Please, Minho whimpered. Jiwon's mouth moved to his neck, biting and sucking marks into the pale skin. His hand slid lower, cupping Minho through his pants. Minho gasped at the contact. He was already hard, aching, needing something he'd never experienced. Have you ever touched yourself? Jiwon asked. Why yes. Show me. Touch yourself while I watch. I can't. Do it. It was a command. With shaking hands, Minho slid his hand into his pants. The moment he touched himself, Jiwon groaned. That's it. Show me how you make yourself feel good. Minho stroked himself awkwardly, embarrassed but aroused by the way Jiwon was watching him with dark, hungry eyes. Enough. Jiwon pulled Minho's hand away and replaced it with his own. Let me show you how it's supposed to feel. When Jiwon's hand wrapped around him, Minho nearly came immediately. This was so different from his own fumbling touches, skilled, confident, devastating. God, you're responsive, Jiwon said, his voice rough. I've barely touched you and you're already shaking. He removed Minho's pants completely, leaving him bare. Then Jiwon moved down his body, and Minho realized with shock what he was about to do. Wait, you don't have to. I want to. Jiwon's eyes met his. I want to taste every inch of you. When Jiwon's mouth closed around him, Minho cried out. The sensation was overwhelming, hot, wet, perfect. Jiwon worked him with expert skill, knowing exactly how much pressure to apply, when to use his tongue, when to take him deeper. It was too much. Minho felt pressure building low in his belly, something big approaching. Jiwon, I can't. Let go. Come for me, pretty boy. Minho shattered, crying out as his first climax at another's hands crashed through him. Jiwon worked him through it, drawing out every pulse of pleasure. Afterward, Minho lay boneless and dazed. That, Jiwon said, moving back up to kiss him, was just the beginning. The morning after, Minho woke to sunlight and the solid warmth of Jiwon's body behind him. For a moment, he thought it was all a dream. Then he felt the soreness in his body and knew it was real. Good morning, Jiwon's voice rumbled in his ear. Morning, Minho whispered. Regrets? I don't know. Should I have regrets? Probably. I'm a dangerous man, Minho. Last night was just the appetizer. If you stay with me, I'll want more. All of you. What if I want that too? Jiwon turned him around, studying his face. You don't know what you're asking for. Then teach me. Over the next week, Jiwon did exactly that. He kept Minho in his penthouse, claiming he needed to ensure Minho's silence. But they both knew it was more than that. During the day, Jiwon conducted his illegal business, drugs, weapons, territory disputes. Minho should have been horrified, but instead, he found himself fascinated by this world of danger and power. At night, Jiwon taught Minho pleasure in ways he'd never imagined. Slow and tender sometimes, rough and demanding others. Always stopping before going all the way, building Minho's need until he was desperate. Please, Minho begged one night. I need more. I need all of you. Are you sure? Once I take you completely, there's no going back. I'm sure. I want to be yours completely. You already are, Jiwon said, but he prepared Minho carefully, making sure he was ready. When Jiwon finally claimed him fully, Minho cried from the intensity, pain mixing with pleasure, overwhelming in the best way. Mine, Jiwon growled as he moved. Say it. Say you're mine. Yours, Minho gasped. Only yours. The choice. 2 weeks into their arrangement, reality crashed back in. Minho's phone, which Jiwon had returned, rang. His best friend, Taehyung. Where the hell have you been? Taehyung demanded. You disappeared. Your professors are worried. I filed a missing person report. Minho's stomach dropped. I'm fine. I just needed time away. Time away. Minho, this isn't like you. Where are you? Jiwon appeared in the doorway, raising an eyebrow. I have to go, Minho said quickly. I'll explain everything soon. He hung up and looked at Jiwon. The police are looking for me. I know. I have people monitoring the investigation. You, what? Did you think I'd let anything happen to you? Jiwon moved closer. You have a choice to make, Minho. Go back to your old life, college, art, safety. Or stay with me in this dangerous world. If I stay, then you're mine completely. My boyfriend. My partner. Under my protection. But also, always in danger because of who I am. And if I go, Jiwon's jaw clenched. Then you go. I won't stop you. But I'll always remember you as the beautiful boy who made me feel something I thought I'd lost. Minho thought about his safe, quiet life. His art. His future. Then he thought about Jiwon, dangerous, possessive, but also gentle with him in ways no one else had ever been. Jiwon made him feel alive, desired, powerful. I'm staying, Minho said. Relief flooded Jiwon's face. You're sure? I've never been more sure of anything. Jiwon kissed him deeply. Then you need to call your friend back. Tell him you're safe, that you've met someone, that you're taking a semester off. He'll ask questions. Let him. The truth is, you've fallen for a dangerous man. And I've fallen just as hard for my pretty college boy. 6 months later, Minho stood in Jiwon's art studio, a space Jiwon had created for him in the penthouse. His paintings covered the walls, darker now, edgier, influenced by his new life. Beautiful, Jiwon said from the doorway. The paintings are me. Both. Always both. Jiwon moved behind him, wrapping his arms around Minho's waist. Are you happy? Surprisingly, yes. Minho leaned back against him. I thought I'd miss my old life. But this, us, it's better than anything I imagined. Even though I'm a monster. You're my monster. Minho turned in his arms. I love you, Kang Jiwon. It was the first time he'd said it. Jiwon went still. Say that again. I love you. I love you too, pretty boy. Jiwon kissed him softly. My beautiful, perfect boyfriend. Mine forever. Forever, Minho agreed. Life with a mafia king wasn't safe. It wasn't conventional. But it was theirs. And Minho wouldn't have it any other way.